Hello, welcome. So, I've been gone for about a month now, and even though I am an extremely small channel, I still felt that I should explain why I was gone for this long. And well, it's pretty interesting why I was gone for that long. So, first, I got sick with God knows what. Let's just call it Ligma AIDS, because why the fuck not? So, I got Ligma AIDS at the end of my spring break, and that, well, hindered my abilities to edit my videos. So, I was gonna take a small break to, recover. No biggie, won't be gone for that long. Right? So, like 11 pills, 2 trips to the hospital, and 9-ish days later, I felt good enough to play Beat Saber and to start making videos again. But God wanted a fucking twist for this little shit show I just had. And that twist was my cousin. So literally, right when I was about to go grab my shitty laptop and headset, plug it in, start editing videos in Aegis, I got a phone call from my cousin saying, "Hey, I'm in front of your yard, and I got a go-kart, and I want to see if you want to ride it with me." At that moment, I had a little thought in my head, and that thought was, what could possibly go wrong? Like, he has a driver's license, for fuck's sake. Oh, how fucking stupid I was to trust my cousins. But I digress. So, I go outside, see my cousin in the street, and I walk to him, and he was struggling to get the go-kart started. And so, we called our uncle, and well, he said, hey, the way to fix it, and so you can turn it on, was, well, to stop on the fucking brakes. So, we stop on the brakes and turn the little thing a little bit BS. It fixed it, and it actually started, so I guess it worked. No consequences on stopping and potentially fucking up the brakes. No, nothing. So, we squeezed in, and by the way, there were no seatbelts. Just thought you should know that. And I had to hold on to one of the metal pipes, cylinders, fuck it, metal rods, yeah, that works. I had to hold on to one of the metal rods on top to keep my ass in the seat. So yeah, let's recap all the stupid ass red flags. 1. My cousin had to stomp on the brakes to turn on the engine, probably breaking him. 2. We had to squeeze ourselves into the go-kart, and we didn't have much leg room, which means my cousin couldn't really hit the probably broken brakes. So, yeah, it's pretty shitty. But don't worry. Number 3, no seatbelts. What more do I have to say? I was holding onto a fucking metal rod to keep my ass in the seat. But despite all of that, I still let all of this happen to me, and me and my cousin started to drive down the street. And only when he started to drive did I realize, oh shit, I was so screwed. I'm about to fucking die. Yeah, took me that long to realize. Fucking hell. So now we're on the street, and he takes the first turn. And, well, actually, it went pretty smoothly, went well. And I thought, like, oh, maybe my cousin with a driver's license was not as stupid as I thought he was. Up until a dog comes out of fucking nowhere and thought, hey, I should chase these 2 little teenagers down the street. And, well, it was making some fucking headway. And my cousin with a fucking driver's license, by the way, I'm gonna keep reminding you about this, thought, hey, I should race the fucking dog. But hey, eventually the dog will get tired and we can slow down and everything will be fine. there's a turn, don't worry, you'll be all the way down there. You'll leave us alone. The brakes will help us. We'll be fine. Right? Well, yeah, you would probably be right. There's a small little detail, little thing. Don't worry, just little thing. And that little thing is, we're heading to a fucking corner that so happens to be a really hard right fucking turn, and we're all about to fucking die, including you. Yes, you watching this video. So, at that moment, I thought, oh, I was so fucked. Especially since my cousin was looking at the dog chasing us, see if it was gonna, go away. Even though, you should be looking forward. But hey, he could use the brakes. And we could possibly make that turn. And, not die. Well, remember how I said you had to stomp on the brakes to turn on the engine and get everything fucking working? Well, there is a 99% chance that fucked up the brakes, because guess what? The brakes were not fucking working, or at least not working properly. And we couldn't, or should I say my dipshit of a cousin couldn't slow down, and I wasn't even aware of this happening, because I was slightly more aware of another detail, just a little detail. Honestly, I should have been more aware of the brakes, because this detail is so minute, it doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with the story, don't worry. I'll tell you anyways. The detail being a fucking truck driving down the opposite way we were going into the same corner. Holy fucking shit. I have God-given luck that surpasses any character's plot armor known to man fucking kind. Fucking hell. So, anyways, my cousin finally looks at the fucking truck that we're about to drive into and starts turning as hard as he can to the right, even slightly tipping the cart. And when we were... Fuck. Take two. Alex, cut this part out. Tipping the cart. And when we were now heading towards the ditch. And there was conveniently a fucking small, tiny, little, giant-ass telephone pole in the ditch. And when we hit it, guess what? We're fucking airborne now. Christ, I'm a fucking stick. So yeah, we crash on the right side, which was the side I was on, as a little side note. And by the way, when we landed, my cousin landed on me. And... yeah, he landed on me like some fucking meat airbag or whatever the fuck. And when I figured out what the fuck just happened, I noticed there was a dent in my fucking leg. And the exact size of one of the metal rods. So yeah, one of the metal rods landed on my leg. Surprise, surprise. Shocker. So yeah, when we crashed, I couldn't even get up. And you don't know what I said at this point. I couldn't get up. I couldn't stand up. Both my cousin and two, maybe three Mexicans saying, "Are you okay?" The Mexicans came from their truck, or maybe they saw it from the fucking neighbors, like, "Oh, look, there's a go-kart flying. We should probably help them." I don't fucking know. And you know what I said? You know what the fuck I said? "Where is my shoe?" Yeah, I couldn't fucking walk, and I asked, "Where's my shoe?" What the fuck are my priorities? So I get some help standing up by my cousin and one of the Mexicans, Hispanics. I don't fucking care if they were helping me. I couldn't even walk. That's all that matters. So when I stood up, my cousin immediately started to check if the go-kart was alright. Instead of, your own cousin with a fucking dent in his leg. A fucking excuse me? You fucking what? I was so pissed that I decided to start walking, or well, more like waddling, my way home with my dented ass leg. But my cousin actually called our uncle, and he said, "Hey, can you grab the go-kart?" Also, Alex got in the fucking crash. Yeah, he mentioned a go-kart before me. So yeah, they got down here and they took my muddy dented ass home. And when I got home, I got to take a shower. and then I laid down in bed, and my mom got one of my cousins to get some ice. And when she got the ice, she slowly and carefully, politely laid it on my leg. Nothing bad. I'm shitting you. She fucking dropped him from like head, if not higher height, into my swollen, dented leg. So yeah, I almost kicked her in the fucking face with my dented leg. But I sadly missed. Damn it. So, I was just sitting there in fucking agony because, surprise, surprise, hurts like a bitch when your leg is dented and is on ice. And because I was making weird, not yelling pain noises, and my mom got concerned because of that, and she got me 2 giant-ass blue painkillers I had to take, and, they took too goddamn long to kick in, but when it did, I finally got some well-deserved sleep. And that's where that story kind of ends. I had to deal with that for a while now, because, I dented my fucking leg, and I had to go to school, and I had to go to the fucking PE gym, running around with my broken fucking leg, pretty much. It's not broken, if you're wondering. Surprisingly, my bone did not break. I don't know how. Apparently God just wants me to suffer, not break me. Dick. So yeah, that's the story of how I dented my leg in a little go-kart accident. So, but I feel like that alone ain't really enough to excuse my absence for this long. So let me dwell on that a little bit more. And the reason why is one day, I went to school, and school was being a bitch even before that, but that day was being an extra bitch. So, here's a little extra story of what happened. When I got home that day, I accidentally fell asleep at like 6, 7 o'clock, and then woke up at like 3 in the morning, and I couldn't fall back to sleep. And when I got to school, I was super tired, and when I finally got home, I immediately fell asleep at like 6, 7 o'clock. And I woke up at like 3 o'clock, and I got to school. I was tired, I fell home, blah, 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 blah. The cycle went on and on and on for weeks, while dealing with my fucked up leg. And only recently did I kind of fix my sleep schedule, stayed up a little bit late, so I can try to somehow fix it. And my leg has not been as bad, so I felt good enough where I'm making this video that you're watching. So yeah, that was what's been going on with me for the past month or so. And anyways, the moral of the story is that my cousin is a dickhead and he needs to lose his driver's license because fuck him. And that's all for this time. And now then, if you liked the video, watch more. Yeah. Get the fuck out my channel.